Atlanta's #1 hip hop station and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, it's Hot 107.9. Miss Shanika right here. And in the studio, I have the real life word on the street, okay? Just a couple of days ago, I did a story about Kandi Burris from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, all right? Being kind of put on blast, for lack of better words, because on the show, she is kind of portraying her baby daddy, Block ENT, as a dad that doesn't want to be a part of her child's life, and they have been arguing back and forth ever since Kandi, I can remember, have been on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And finally, there was a part added to the story by this beautiful lady right here. Her name is Key. She is the ex-wife of Block. And so it was some breaking news the other day that was telling everybody that it's not quite like Kandi said the situation was. So can you explain to me why isn't it what Kandi said that the relationship was?
It's not because she said she didn't understand why he wasn't around, but being that she wasn't his girlfriend, I don't understand why he should have been around other than to take care of the baby. It's unfortunate that he's not taking care of the baby, but at the same token, it was a whole relationship with marriage, children, everything else was going on. So, I mean, what's expected? You're a side chick, you had sex.
Wow. Okay, so Kandi, for lack of better words, you're saying that she was a side chick and she was one of a couple.
No, that was a
different girls.
That was a misprint.
Okay.
Actually, from the radar online, what I had actually said was he was in a relationship with the wife and 4 kids at home. So for her not to understand why he's not there for her is baffling to me.
Right. So how did you learn of Kandi and Block's relationship?
Well, one morning I was sleeping in the bed and and I got a phone call, and it was from Miss Kandi Burris. So she informed me, I had never knew anything about her before this. She informed me that she was pregnant with the now baby Riley. Okay, cool. I then told her then that she would. Okay, cool.
Okay. And so from that point, were there any like guidelines like established, like, okay, well, she will be a part of our family, or
at first it was definitely no, I'm not going with this. You know, that's what you want to do. I'm about to leave with me and my kids, and y'all can do what y'all want to do. He didn't want me to leave, so whatever information they came up with about the baby, that was on them. Because like I said, I don't have to keep the baby. I don't have to be involved if I don't want to.
Right.
But I actually did. So I tried to reach out to her. You know, we did have a couple sit-downs, but it was like she wanted to be a probation officer. Like, if I invite your child into my house, first of all, you're not really invited. You know, you could come over, but you're not going to come search through my house like we're on probation or something. No.
So have y'all ever had like any confrontation with each other as far
Girl.
as uh-oh.
Girl. No.
Okay.
I don't do confrontation. No, ma'am.
Okay.
Girl, you know. Yeah.
All right.
So it's a shock that she even would even speak on my marriage. You know what I'm saying? Even speak on my relationship with him. Because if she wanted to put her daughter in the public light and be embarrassed and shamed, that's them. And I have no problem with that. But she should have kept it between Block, her, and Riley. When she spoke on my family and my life, and she discredited me as a wife and as a marriage, then I have a problem with it.
Because just recently, Kandi's rebuttal after finding out
she did?
what you said.
Oh, what did she say?
Well, she actually said that she didn't know anything about your relationship with Block, and that as soon as she found out, it was over. That's why it only lasted a few months, and she needs people to check their facts before posting info.
No, she should have checked her facts before she opened her legs.
Well, definitely that. So, do you not believe that she didn't know anything about you?
She called me. Everybody was telling her, how could she not know? I didn't come into her life. She came into my life. I wasn't looking for her. I don't care about escape. I don't care about none of that. She came for me. Hello.
Hello.
Girl, you know.
All right. So, Wow, this is interesting. So, what does Block have to say? Have you had a conversation with him and about the recent publicity with him being on a Housewives? Eventually, you were going to be implemented in some kind of fashion because you guys were together.
I don't think that either of them plan on me being implemented in what's going on. I didn't even plan on me being implemented. Until she spoke on me, I wasn't going to say anything. She spoke me into this situation. You already you already discredited my relationship. We never bounced back off of this relationship because of this baby and y'all and his infidelity. So for her to say anything was a problem. So I'm not sure.
Okay. And so, she's trying to say that you guys weren't married during the time that her and Block were
Just like he
messing
said
around.
that he only made a certain amount that she could get only $1,000 for child support. Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So, in your opinion, Block did everything that was possible for a man in his position that had a family at home could do for his daughter?
I mean, I definitely wouldn't say that. If the shoe was on my foot, I wouldn't. If the shoe was on my foot, I would definitely be taking care of my child. If I was, it would just have to be something that's understood. Being that this was something that we both went through at that time, that is real life. They're doing it right now as a reality show and getting ratings and all of this, but this is my real life.
Right.
So I can't say what he should have done and all of that. But hindsight saying he should have. Then I wasn't with it.
Okay. All right. So you also accused Kandi of trying to use Block as a storyline.
Really none of this is an accusation. Really this is real life. So I'm not accusing her of anything. She was definitely a side chick because he never spent the night out of my house. So in order to have a relationship, it has to be some type of overnight entity or unless you just having sex. But I wouldn't necessarily say, I don't know how to play that part. Let's come back to that one.
Okay. All right. And so, what are you doing? Like, I see you have the T-shirts. It's cute and everything. What does your T-shirt say?
Girl, you knew. Hashtag girl, you knew.
Hashtag girl, you knew. So those are on sale where?
It's on sale at curlygirl.com. That's where they can go and get the Girl You Knew shirts. Is www.kurlygirl.com. And they're also getting ready, a marketing company's getting ready to put a book out on her called Girl You Knew.
Okay. So you're doing a book.
Yes, ma'am.
So
and it's
is
not
it
just going to be all about this situation. It's going to be that was a small part of my life.
Right.
It's other things that is way bigger than a candy burst.
Okay.
Thank you.
Girl, you knew. That could go anywhere, especially in Atlanta with the thirst that's here.
Yes.
You gonna put these girls up on game by this new book?
Actually, I'm not trying to. I'm actually, what I do want to say is I'm definitely not trying to bash her. I just need the young women to know that, when we make choices, that it's consequences that come with it. So you have to take responsibilities for your own actions. And I'm definitely not saying that it's all her fault. No,
Right.
It's not. But she has a part. So don't just call him a deadbeat. Call yourself what you are.
A side piece.
Okay.
All right, and one more question. Since Block is the father of your children, and you have kids, and they are Riley's brothers, and
Brother
does she have a sister and
She
sister?
has two sisters. Actually, this is my daughter. We have a 25-year-old. She's about to be 26. We have a 20-year-old, and we have 13-year-old twins.
Oh wow! So you have like older kids that are watching all of it. You have a real family.
Thank you.
And so I mean, you have every right, in my opinion, to speak on your life. So, would you encourage your kids to have a relationship with their sister?
Sure. We try. I would even call her to ask, could Riley come and spend the night? Like I end up not having a problem with it because at the end of the day, it was a baby that came into play. I would encourage it, yes. And one of my daughters used to go over their house.
Okay.
So it's not like it's unheard of. That's why it's shocking to me that she would even speak on me, period, or on our relationship, period. Because actually when I left him, I did go and apologize to her because I could have did more to get that relationship going. So for her to come and speak on it, it was like a slap in the face because we already discussed this.
Okay. All right. Well, I thank you so much, Key, for coming down here and telling your side of the story to as much as you can to defend, your honor and your name. And I mean, would you ever appear on the Real Housewives of Atlanta if they called you?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But stay tuned. Follow me at Key Montana on Instagram, and I am Key Montana on Twitter.
All right. Well, thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.